You know how I love working with legends.
Oh, my baby.
Yeah, two icons, Lady Gaga and Liza Minnelli, came together to present the Academy Award for Best Picture at the 2022 Oscars. But 4 years later, in her upcoming memoir, Kids, Wait Till You Hear This, Liza reveals that she was and is very displeased with how that presentation went down.
And I'm honored to present the final award of the evening with a true show business legend.
Now, Liza said she originally agreed, or the original plan was, for her to sit in a director's chair for the presentation. And she writes, I was inexplicably ordered, not even asked, to sit in a wheelchair or not appear at all. I was told it was because of my age, and for safety reasons, because I might slip out of the director's chair, which was BS. I will not be treated this way, I said. My co-presenter insisted she would not go on stage with me unless I was in a wheelchair. I was heartbroken.
She was sabotaged. That's a terrible word to use, but...
Michael Feinstein, who's actually credited as the writer, I guess, or author of this autobiography, as it says, as told to Michael Feinstein, spoke about Oscars night on SiriusXM back in 2022.
Liza pleaded. She said, no, I will not be seen in a wheelchair in front of everybody. I will not do this. I refuse to do this. And then they said, well, it's either that or nothing. And so I said, I was there. I said, what do you want to do? And she said, I'll do it.
First off, I get not wanting to be seen in a wheelchair. Like, I mean, I know I've had moments in the hospital where, you know, like, I want to walk on crutches instead of being in a wheelchair. Just, yeah, it's a personal pride thing. And the thing, yeah, being in a wheelchair, you know, makes you seem like you're weak or you're not capable. So I get the idea of not wanting to be seen in a wheelchair. I understand that. But on the other side of this, first off, you know, Liza obviously wanted to sit in the director's chair. She wanted to be seated for the presentation.
She only agreed to appear on the Oscars if she would be in the director's chair because she's been having back trouble. And she said, I don't want people to see me limping out there. She said, you know, I want to look good. I don't want people to worry about me.
So that tells you how physically capable Liza was, that she wasn't able, or she didn't feel comfortable standing for, you know, 3 to 4 minutes to do the presentation. So that's one thing. So yeah, that is concerning to me, just to walk out there. So yeah, Lady Gaga would have to assist her walking out to the microphone. I mean, her seated in a wheelchair, her movements are very kind of erratic a little bit, and she seems a bit unstable. So yeah, I'd be very concerned that her walking out there, and she's not able to stand for 3 or 4 minutes, but yeah, you're gonna have her walk out there on live TV in front of millions of people. I mean, imagine if she'd fallen walking out there. It would have been awful. And then the director's chair thing, I mean, for her to walk out there and get to a director's chair, like, I mean, you don't sit down in the director's chair. You actually sit up in a director's chair because it's higher than, yeah, one's butt. So for her to get out there, and it's not the kind of chair that you can kind of like get in sideways. If you do, the chair's gonna tip over. Like a director's chair can easily tip on you, can easily fold up on you. The only way to get into a director's chair properly is to have your back to it and put your arms on the 2 arms of the chair and hoist yourself up into the chair. She's not going to be able to do that. And she can do this on live TV. Even if it's not on live TV, you're going to do this in front of the entire theater.
Welcome and bienvenue, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
That's a recipe for a disaster. Even if she doesn't fall and hurt herself, it's going to be awkward TV. It's going to be very hard for her to get into that chair. And I'm not criticizing Liza. It's just the reality of the situation.
Now, throughout the night.
She was so shaken that she was discombobulated. She was nervous. I mean, and it made her look like she was out of it. And
I was much lower down than I would have been in the director's chair. Now I couldn't easily read the teleprompter above me.
We've seen highlights of the 10 best nominated for Best Picture awards.
How would you feel if you were wheeled out against your will to perform in front of a live audience and unable to see clearly?
Now we're going to show you something else, and then
We're going to tell you who the nominees are right now.
Oh, good.
So when I stumbled over a few words, Gaga, who was at my side, didn't miss a beat to play the kind-hearted hero for all the world to see.
I got you.
After learning of her distress, Gaga came to her dressing room and asked her, "Are you okay?" I looked at her and said simply, "I'm a big fan. I learned this lesson years ago from Mama and Papa. At a moment of high stress, you stay gracious." Not staying so gracious now, are we, Liza? No. It's clear that she's able to read the teleprompter when it first starts. Like, yeah, she's clearly reading it. And then whatever happens, the teleprompter goes too fast for her, she loses her spot, which has happened to me. It's happened to everybody that's used a teleprompter. And yeah, and she's not able to, get back to where she needs to be. And she becomes flustered, and then she even looks to Gaga to help her out here. So then Gaga steps in, and finishes the read for her. Would you rather Gaga not stepped in when you looked to her for help and she just stood there and watched you struggle? Of course not. And the other thing too is like, okay, yeah, you couldn't read the teleprompter. They gave you the script. You had the script in your hand, Liza, because you can see that the backward piece of paper says Liza and the Oscar goes to, and then it says in brackets, opens envelopes. That's the end of the script. And so she has the script in her hand. So as a safety net, in case, yeah, she can't read the teleprompter or something goes wrong with the teleprompter. She doesn't look to that at all. I'm not faulting her for not doing that, but I mean, I'm saying, what else do you want them to do, Liza? Like, I mean, you're presenting an award. You have to say some words. So it's in the teleprompter. It's in your hand. I don't get what you're so upset about, Liza. Like, I get this is the ego thing and a pride thing that, like, oh, I look so, like, not with it, and I'm incapable of doing this, so I need to, fight back against this. But this was all kind of your doing, Liza. Like, I mean, what do you want people to do? Like, I mean, yeah, I would feel very uncomfortable trying to walk out there. If you can't even stand for 3 or 4 minutes, I'd be very uncomfortable with you walking out there. And Gaga's got to assist you. I can see Gaga's perspective is like, I don't want to be in the middle of, like, if she falls or whatever, like she's trying to get into this director's chair and it slips and she falls. I don't want to be part of that moment when that moment is unnecessary to happen. So yeah, I do understand Liza's perspective here, but I mean, what else do you want to happen, Liza? Yeah, what are your thoughts?
I'm so happy to be here, and especially with you. I'm your biggest fan.